we thank all of you for joining us. Today is a great day, right? We have the honor of inducting some of Merritt's finest students into the Beta Theta Lambda chapter of Phi Theta Kappa International Honor Society, the two-year honor society for community colleges. The students seated before us today have attained high scholastic marks, a cumulative GPA of 3.25 or higher. And today is their day to be recognized for high academic achievement, leadership, and service. The induction ceremony provides the venue.
Oh, no glasses. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Barbara Criddle. Phi Theta Kappa observes its birthday on Founders Day, November 19th. Phi Theta Kappa was founded in 1918 by presidents of two-year colleges in Missouri. The founders were seeking to recognize scholastic achievement by their students and to establish a common purpose and standard for honors organizations on their different campuses. The founders chose to model their new society after the prestigious Senior Honor Society, Phi Beta Kappa. The name Phi Theta Kappa was taken from the initial letters of the three Greek words meaning wisdom, aspiration, and purity. 11 years later, Phi Theta Kappa was officially recognized by the American Association of Junior Colleges on November 19th, the date now traditionally observed as the Society's Founders Day. Today, Phi Theta Kappa is the largest honor society in America, higher education with more than 2 million members and more than 1,285 chapters. In 1929, the American Association of Community Colleges recognized Phi Theta Kappa as the official honor society for the two-year college. In April of 1999, Merritt College received our chapter for the Beta Theta Lambda chapter of Phi Theta Kappa International Honor Society. We have with us today a very special speaker, Dr. Barbara Jones. She is a graduate of GUNY Graduate School, NYC, and is an Americanist anthropologist whose specialties include legal and subculture anthropology. Her major areas of cultural anthropology include sex and culture change. She is a professor emeritus of Merritt College, where she taught anthropology for 22 years. During her tenure at Merritt, she was the director of the Merritt College Museum of Anthropology, and she is the author of Bike Lust, a veritable wide ride into the world of women bikers. She is also the charter advisor for Beta Theta Lambda. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Barbara Jones.
There are very nice speeches here, which I ignore, but can't ignore that this is my book, and you can get it in the library here, or you can buy it. It's called Bike Lust, Harley's Women in American Society. How you can be old and ride a big Harley. And the new book, which comes out next month, publicity, The Changing Woman, Women of a Certain Age. That you'll be less interested in, most of you, being young, which is good. I'm supposed to give a talk because I am the founding, faculty for this school. Advisor, thank you, Phi Theta Kappa. And I was going, yes, you should applaud, absolutely. And I was just going to walk up and say, why did I do it? Well, because Wise Allen said do it, and then I realized you're all so young, you may not know who Wise Allen is and was at Merritt. How many of you knew of or know of Wise Allen? Show of hands. Yeah, not many. Any more heard of him? Okay. He was chancellor, vice chancellor, president of Merritt, and probably 19 other things. He said, he was president of Merritt while I was working here, and he said, you are going to start Phi Theta Kappa, aren't you? And I looked at the president and said, yes, of course I am. And then he said, well, I'm not sure how to do it, so it's all up to you. That almost gave me a free field. Not quite a free field, because Mary Labatt, and I don't see her here today, did Mary answer? Did she? She did not. She was working here, and together we said, well, we got to do something. Wise says do it, so we got to do it. So I said, okay, let's grab students, because we didn't have a good publicity system. So the rules were then, we were following the major chapter rules, were then the students have got to have a 3.25 average. So I looked down all the list of my anthropology students, and I found many. And I just grabbed them and said, you're going to join Phi Theta Kappa. You really want to, don't you? Well, many of them did, and that was really nice. And this is the truth. I do hear from 2 or 3 students, even now, who were the original students from Phi Theta Kappa. And, you know, I don't need this because it's nonsense. What isn't nonsense is that Merritt students are very special. That's something I knew the first day I got here. And I got here a very long time ago, in 1989, a really long time ago. But Merritt students have been among the most special students that I have ever taught. And I'm very grateful to be back here. And I welcome you, as you all welcome each other, because this is important. It's important to you because you achieve something that's good now and will remain good. It'll remain good throughout your life. So congratulations to you.
Hi, my name is Barbara Barton, and I want to, now have the honor of introducing our second speaker, Mary Louise Zernicke, who holds a Master of Public Health degree, is a registered dietitian, and a certified specialist in gerontology, a specialty group within dietetics. She is currently the chair of the Nutrition and Dietetics Department at Merritt College. Her primary responsibility is to create skilled nutrition managers and clinicians in healthcare facilities. She also teaches academic nutrition classes to science students. She is a consultant for the Alameda County Adult and Aging Services and oversees local senior dining and Meals on Wheels programs, providing technical support to health and wellness programs in Alameda County, and she is part of my major. Please join me in welcoming Mary Louise Zernicke.
Thank you, Barbara. And I noticed that Tony is an alum. I never knew that until congrats, that's great. I just want to say, first of all, you all look absolutely beautiful out here. You're a gorgeous group, and congratulations. That's the first thing I want to say. But I want to take a moment to remind you that you're all very special, and you are special. You know that because otherwise you wouldn't be here. But you're not just special because you're bright. You're not just special because you are academically oriented. You have other characteristics and other traits that have gotten you here today. That's why you're here. I need to say that when I'm in the classroom, I have lots of really bright students, lots of bright students. But a lot of those bright students are not sitting in front of me today. You have additional characteristics and additional traits that have gotten you here today that are why you are as special as you are. And I just want to remind you of that. What you do, and I know that because you're here, is you know how to work hard. When I'm in my classroom and I see a lot of students, the ones who impress me most are not the ones who are the shining stars initially. They are the ones who work hard and get the job done. And that's what you have been able to do. You have overcome whatever obstacles have gone in your way, and you have come here today and you have succeeded. And you really need to pat yourself on the back because it makes you exceptional. That's why you're here. You are here because you know how to work hard and you know how to persevere. One of my favorite quotes attributed to Michelangelo, but since we are in science and we don't know, everything should be evidence-based, I need to say that it is anecdotally attributed to Michelangelo. He said, if you only knew how hard I worked, you would never call me a genius. And you combine that with Edison's, 99% perspiration with 1% inspiration, and you know that the way people succeed is to work hard. And that's what's gotten you here today. I also want to say that a lot of people talk about luck, and they talk about people being lucky, but again, if you go back and you look at their history and you look at who they are and what they did and how they got there, people don't get to places because they're lucky. People get to places because they work hard, they overcome obstacles, and they persevere. That, again, that's why you're here. Another great quote, this one from Martin Luther King: "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of controversy and challenge." So just remember, as you go forward, you need to keep that in mind. Controversy will come, you will have lots of challenges. And as you do, don't forget your humanity. Don't forget to remain compassionate. That's what will keep you human. That's what will remind you of your humanity. It's giving back that gives us all and keeps us all human. So we have to remember, as successful as you all will be, you must remember to give back. What lies ahead of you is not nearly as important as what is inside of you. So you need to keep that as well. Be generous with yourself as well as all the others around you. And as I end, I want to end with another quote, but one of my favorites, because while you're doing all this, you want to keep your dreams. You want to keep your dreams. Life will not be easy. You will have lots of roadblocks. The future does belong to those who continue to believe in themselves and their dreams. And one of my all-time favorite quotes, as I'm getting older, 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones that you did do. So throw off those bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, and discover. Congratulations to you all.
Thank you, Professor Zinerke, for joining us today and for your inspirational words. Now, please join me in welcoming Dr. Ambris Galavis, President of Merritt College.
Thank you. It's such an honor, but also a pleasure to see all the wonderful students that you've been able to gather here. So let me get to some of the formal words, and then I can give you some of my own personal words here. Honored advisors and fellow Phi Theta Kappa members, I am pleased to present to you candidates for membership into the Honor Society. These students have fulfilled all the requirements for membership and have been selected because they have chosen scholarship, leadership, service, and fellowship as their hallmark. And as that, I recommend them for acceptance into the Beta, Theta, Lambda chapter of the Phi Theta Kappa International Honor Society for two-year colleges. So with that said, I want to remind you, many of you took the first step, and I know that for many of probably college students feel that the first step, which is your academic achievement, your grade point average, is a difficult challenge sometimes when you have things surrounding you in your personal life, in the workplace, and again, life happens. But more importantly, I want to tell you that you were able to achieve that grade point average, but I think overall, what I'm pleased to see is the diversity, the range, from young to more seasoned individuals. And again, the other elements that I indicated earlier about the requirement was leadership, service, and fellowship. So you need to keep that in mind because you are our future leaders in many segments of our community. You have already started to provide service or have been, but now you're being recognized for that service. And then fellowship, you've learned that neither of you have done it on your own, that it required many of you working together, sometimes in the classroom, sometimes as a family in the community. So really, you are the product of what I consider the ideal community college student. You know, that you really know every element within the community. And I hope that you can take that away with you when you leave and walk through that podium down at graduation, not too long from now, but I will see you at another ceremony not too soon. So students, you are about to be inducted into a scholarly fellowship, which embraces two-year colleges not only at your state, but the national and world. This fellowship is the Phi Theta Kappa, and your chapter is Beta Theta Lemma. After inductions, you will find among the members an atmosphere of scholarship to which you must give of yourself in order that this organization be meaningful to you.
This is the emblem of Phi Theta Kappa. It consists of a golden slab, keyed at the top and the bottom. The golden field, like the ushkin of our coat arms, refers to the golden opportunities that abound on every hand for society folk to evidence their culture and perform good works. Since gold is the most noble of metals, it shall have further significance to our society, for it shall represent that nobility attained by those who achieve intellectual leadership. Across the slab, you will observe a black band. It represents the three ideals which bind us together and the cultural self-control which is the necessary foundation for true wisdom, aspiration, and purity. Shining through the black enamel background are the three Greek letters, which are the initials of the words meaning wisdom, aspiration, and purity. Behind the black band is a wreath, on the one side composed of oak leaves and on the other laurel. The oak leaves stand for stability and strength of character, as symbolized by the sturdy oak. The graceful curling leaves of the laurel signify achievement and success, all attributes for membership in our society. Above the band is the representation of the head of Athena, a symbol for learning. In the base appear the Greek letters meaning light, the light of knowledge and learning, the common ideal for memberships of Phi Theta Kappa's Honor Society. The badge stands for the symbols of high idealism of our organization and membership in our select group. You have studied the constitution of this organization, the purpose of which is to foster a spirit of devotion to study and to scholarly ideals among its members, and whose principles are embodied in the Greek letters which stand for Pyronium, Thumos, and Katharos, wisdom, aspiration, and purity. Now that the standards and ideals of this organization have been fully revealed to you, it's your turn to come up and take the pledge which admits you into complete fellowship.
First of all, congratulations. Secondly, ritual and ceremony is very important to this leadership organization. This is about transformation. As I look out in this audience, I can definitely tell you that all of you are transformed, some more than others, depending upon where you started. But you ended up at the same place. Three characteristics of great leaders is that they're competent, they're caring, and they're courageous. See, competency is very important. Technology is not the force multiplier. It can't solve everything. Only competence will. Caring. You cannot be a leader unless you're caring. No one will follow you. And courageous. The ability to face down all obstacles and not even blink. Those are the characteristics that this organization embodies. Before you assume your obligations as officers of this chapter, you shall renew your pledge of membership in Phi Theta Kappa. And repeat after me. State your name after I. So I do solemnly promise to uphold the standards of Phi Theta Kappa and to maintain by honest and independent endeavor the ideals of scholarship for which this organization stands. You are charged with the responsibility of learning the duties of your office and executing those duties to the best of your ability. Please step forward to sign the chapter record book and be seated. Again, repeat after me. State your name after I. I do solemnly promise to fulfill to the best of my ability and my duties as officer of Beta Theta Lambda Chapter of Phi Theta Kappa. You are duly recognized as the executive officers of Beta Theta Lambda Chapter of Phi Theta Kappa. We pledge the support of the members of this chapter to you. Please sign the official chapter record book in the designated place for your name and office.
Congratulations to each of the new officers and to the continuing officers, and thank you, Dr. Gravenberg. Would everyone please stand for the official Phi Theta Kappa song? The words, if you'd like to participate, are on the program. Thank you. Please be seated. It is my pleasure as advisor to welcome you into the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society and the lively fellowship of scholars it affords. I salute you for your accomplishments. I charge you to explore always for truth and to dedicate yourselves to the cultivation of the well-reasoned life, a prelude to service and honor. Before concluding today's ceremony, it is fitting that we acknowledge those individuals who, with their continued love, support, and of course, financial assistance, have helped these students reach a level of academic success in accomplishing their educational goals. Would family, friends, faculty members of our students please rise for a round of well-deserved applause as we thank you for your efforts. That was well-deserved, and we thank you so much. I would also like to recognize Tony Hampton, Merritt College IT, who is also a Phi Theta Kappa alumnus, for providing our technical support, and our custodial staff who set up this wonderful venue for us today. Also, Mr. and Mrs. Kim for the cake and the ice. Bill Demopoulos, our wonderful photographer. Joe Sullivan from PCTV Videography. Sharon Brown, our hostess. Before the recessional, we have set aside some time to reflect on the history of our chapter and the many accomplishments of our members this past year. This past year, our chapter has participated in many activities in our 5-star chapter development program. Although we always aim for the 5-star rating, we are proud to state that we have earned a 4-star rating for the 3rd consecutive year. As a chapter, we receive 1 certificate. However, today I would like to award individual certificates to those members who worked so diligently to help us achieve our chapter goals. Would the following members please come to the stage and form a line? Oh, I have to say their names, okay? Jocelyn and Daya. And the next one is Barbara Barton. Chris Bass. Byron Johnson. And Erica Padilla Morales. As you can see, we only have 2 of those students here today. However, would you please give a big round of applause again for those students. And you need to stay, but you can go. All right. Please be seated, except for Ms. Barton. Every year, each chapter selects and nominates 2 members for the Phi Theta Kappa All-USA academic team. Last year, our candidates were Barbara Barton and Erica Padilla Morales, who is currently our member-at-large and residing in North Carolina, so she is unable to be here today. However, she will be returning this June. Although not selected for All-USA, each candidate is our All-State recipient. In March, the Community College League of California and Phi Theta Kappa hosted an awards luncheon where these members were given their medallions and certificates. And today, I would like to award a certificate from our chapter as well. Actually, it comes from Phi Theta Kappa, and it hasn't arrived yet. But let's give her a round of applause. But you still need to stay. Okay, you notice that Barbara gets to stand another time. Okay. Usually Phi Theta Kappa will send an additional 2 awards, and those certificates usually come by our induction date. However, not today. Okay. Let's see. All right, I lost my place here. Okay, here we go. Okay. I'm going to have you be seated this time. I'm ahead of myself. Okay. Yes, I'm sorry. Okay. Thank you. I would now like to call Ms. Andaya to the podium. So I'll have you stand right here. As is customary, our chapter also recognizes the outstanding leadership and service of members. At this time, I would like to honor Ms. Jocelyn Andaya. Ms. Andaya is now completing her second term as chapter president. That's right. She has served 4 consecutive semesters as chapter president. Prior to this, she served 2 semesters as the vice president of membership, where she earned our chapter several Pinnacle Awards for significantly increasing our membership. Moreover, she has just completed a year term as Nevada-California Regional Officer as the Vice President of the Northwest District. When Ms. Andaya accepted her position as Regional Officer, she had no plans to continue as our chapter president. However, when the member who was elected to this office last May needed to resign, I asked her to return. You don't want to know what the look on her face told me. What? She had other plans, many other plans. However, she graciously accepted. For that reason, our chapter would like to present to her the Certificate of Leadership and Service for this past year for accepting the reappointment while continuing as a regional officer, which is over and above and beyond the call of anyone's duty as a full-time student. So, I have a certificate for her. And it says, Outstanding Commitment to Leadership, Chapter President, June 1st, 2011 to May 31st, 2013. Don't go away. Everyone was wondering what was in this little bag of magic beans. This year, Phi Theta Kappa came out with a very special medallion. The 4 hallmarks of Phi Theta Kappa: scholarship, leadership, service, fellowship. I could not think of a better thank you to give to Jocelyn than this wonderful medallion, because she really epitomizes all of these hallmarks for all of us. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you. I would now like to honor individual members who have completed the Competitive Edge Leadership Challenge and earned their 5-star pins. Would Barbara Barton, Chris Bass, and Jonathan Roach please come to the stage? When members complete their 5-star level, they are eligible to receive a 5-star pin. My challenge to each of the officers and any members up until December 31st, 2013, if you reach 5 stars, your advisor will pay for your 5-star pin. Jonathan Roach is a very new member this semester. As you saw, he was inducted. He has already reached the 5-star level. Congratulations, Jonathan. Now, as their pictures are being taken, I would like to let everyone know that the very first member, who is also an officer in our chapter, Barbara Barton, was the first one to complete the 5-star level in competitive ed. Congratulations to both of you. Inductees, this could be you next time. My husband, Bill Demopoulos, who is just the photographer, is also Phi Theta Kappa. He is now on, I think, level 3. He is also working on that. So the 4? Did you finish? Oh my goodness. Yay.
I gotta rewrite this script here. Hold on.
Okay. He didn't tell me. So he will be receiving his pin, and I guess I will have to find the pennies for that as well. All right, congratulations. I asked him really, how long did it take you to complete all the components for each of the levels? We estimate it's about 12 to 15 hours. 12 to 15 hours that's going to make a significant difference in your life and in how things happen for you in the future. It's not a lot to pay. And think of the wonderful pin that you get to wear to all the ceremonies in the future. All right. Congratulations to each of you for your outstanding individual effort and accomplishment. Today, we have several past officers, scholarship recipients, all-state, etc. awardees. I would like to call each one to the podium to introduce themselves and give us a summary of their office and awards. Mr. Moss. Ms. Burson. Ms. Hankins.
Ladies first.
My name is Sheila Burson. I joined Phi Theta Kappa in 2006. I was all state. I gotta look at them all now. I got the Coca-Cola scholarship. I was a chapter officer, vice president of scholarship for my chapter in Northern California. I was vice president for the Northeast region of Nevada, California. I was also president for the Nevada, California region, and I was vice president of the alumni for Nevada, California. And as of last month, in a surprise, I must have missed the committee meeting, I'm now president of the alumni for Nevada, California region. Thank you. This is a trick. I didn't know I was going to be speaking. I was chapter president through 2000 to 2002. At that time, we didn't have the ceremony, so I'm a little jealous. But it's great what Ms. Demopoulos has done. We really appreciate her heart that she's put into everything in the ceremonies. This is great. You guys have achieved a great accomplishment. This is not something little that, you forget. You go on to better things, and once you taste a little bit, you're going to keep going and want to get more of school. In fact, I graduated from Merritt, and now I'm almost finished with my master's. So, I look forward to all you guys doing. I don't know what more to say, but thank you, and I look forward to seeing the rest of you complete your master's and doctorates too.
Good afternoon. For all of you who don't know me, my name is Ronald Moss. I am still a Merritt College student, although I graduated in May of 2012. I've been affiliated with Phi Theta Kappa since 2010, spring of 2010. I've held offices as the VP of Fellowship, VP of Leadership. I won a silver medal, Coca-Cola Scholarship silver medal, the All-Academic California Academic First Team. I was a Merritt College Chancellor's Trophy finalist. As I stated, although I graduated with 2 AA degrees, one in community social services and another in social behavioral sciences, I elected to come back for this year to complete my prerequisites and recommended classes to go to Berkeley. So this is a special day because not only is it your induction ceremony, but today is the day where I find out whether I get accepted or not. So feel free to pray for me.
Doris forgot to say that she also is an all-state award recipient. Yeah. And she now works in the president's office. Okay. Is there anyone else in the audience? My eyes are not so great. We were expecting a few more past officers. If I've forgotten you, please come up at this time. I want to make sure that I include everyone. All right, then we'll continue. Congratulations to each of you, inductees, officers, past officers, for all the hard work and all your efforts. It does come to fruition. You are successful and you will continue to go on to be successful. And we are all very proud of you. At this time, I would like to ask President Andaya to return to the podium.
As you've heard, our advisors, Mrs. Barbara Dimopoulos, recognized and appreciated our achievements, but honestly, we couldn't do it without her unyielding support. As former Vice President of Membership, I had so much fun because I am people-oriented, and it was easy for me to recruit. I especially enjoyed promoting scholarships, educating my fellow students as to what Phi Theta Kappa has to offer to further our education and to improve our individual skills. I'm glad that our chapter received a Pinnacle Award for this effort. As a chapter president for the past year, as well as Northwest Vice President representing 39 colleges in the Northwest District, it was a challenging job putting the leadership summits together, but because of the support of our amazing advisor, wherever the events were held at Cañada College, San Diego, Vegas, Reno, Nevada, San Jose, even for weekend event, she's always there to support our chapter level and the regional level and my positions as well. She also helped my co-former officers, co-current officers, and co-members get nominated for All-State, USA, and Coca-Cola, as you've heard, scholarships. And of course, when they ask for a reference letter, she's always there for you. That being said, my former co-officer, Harold Woodard, unfortunately, he's not here today. Ronald Moss, Miss Linda Carroll, over there. My co-current officers, Barbara Barton, Erica Padilla Morales, unfortunately she's not here, Jonathan Roach, Rika Robinson, Barbara Cradle, Alejandra Ortega, Ricardo Latrop, Melissa Wong, Jose Del Toro, Ikemia King, and my co-former regional officer, Chris Bass, acknowledge her effort. Mrs. Barbara Dimopoulos, in recognition of your outstanding performance as chapter advisor, we also have an award for you as an Advisor Excellence Award. Acknowledge Mr. Dimopoulos since he helped Mr. Dimopoulos since he helped Mrs. Dimopoulos as well, but we don't have time to print out your certificate, but you have certificate as well.
I think California is a community state, so he gets half of this anyway.
Michelle Burson, our alumni president, thank you as well. Without her, I wouldn't have had a clue how to put up my first summit. A few days after I got elected, I received an email from Miss Sheila Burson, and after I got elected as the Northwest Vice President of the Nevada-California region, here we go. She sent me an email and she said, "Hi, Jocelyn, how can I help?" That's the spirit, or that's a Phi Theta Kappa family spirit. So thank you so much. And by the way, she's from Butte College, and she's now finishing his master's at Merritt College. And she also published a book, right? Yeah. So, Faith Shag from Kenyatta College. Thanks as well for your incredible support. She traveled from Redwood City just to help me out with just to put my second Northwest District Summit here at Merritt College. That was last semester, and also at her college. So please visit Faith. Thank you. So new inductees, congratulations, and check out our meetings held twice a month, because Phi Theta Kappa has so much to offer in the way of improving yourself, in the way of self-improvement, guidance, networking, scholarships, or mentoring from our awesome advisor, Mrs. Barbara Dimopoulos. One more time. NVCA!
We rock. Thank you. We're almost there. I'm getting hungry for the cake. This part is not in the script because the person we wish to honor today is one of our administrators, and we did not wish for this person to be aware of it when he read the script to prepare for today. So in the last couple of years, we have been very fortunate to have an outstanding set of administrators, college presidents. We've had about 4 or 5, I think, in the last couple of years alone. But one person who has been here for the last 4 years and has supported our efforts, and my efforts especially, to find funding for students to be able to attend regional meetings when they were not that close to home. Las Vegas, yes, that sounds like fun, but it does cost money. And also leadership conference for myself and for a lot of our officers. He himself is also a member of Phi Theta Kappa, so when he did come on board, it was good to know. He already knew about Phi Theta Kappa. You've already heard him speak today. He also was a keynote speaker at one of our earlier inductions when I first came on as advisor about 6 years ago. Of course, he's only been here for 4. However, without the funding, a lot of what we've been able to accomplish as a chapter would not have happened. So today, our chapter would like to honor as our most outstanding administrator for August 2012 through May 2013. Please give a big round of applause for Dr. Harold Goldenberg.
He's got a big heart.
I should have seen it right from the start. Thank you so much.
I've got grass growing out of here.
We don't want that.
We're good.
I know this has been long. We're almost there. Some of you know we've had about 3 or 4 college presidents recently. However, we have finally settled on one. And we know she's going to be great. As you can see, she was inducted today. I had to sneak around and ask her at the awards luncheon in Sacramento, gee, Dr. Amber Scalavis, but are you by any chance a member of Phi Theta Kappa? No, I was really busy during my college years and I didn't get around to that. So because she told me that at lunch, I kept that in the back of my mind. Yes, I'm also thinking about funding, Dr. Amber Scalavis. I'm a straight shooter. I'll tell you right where this is coming from. But as an honorary member, she is entitled also to receive all the benefits of membership. And guess what? You can compete in competitive edge too now, I believe. You can hone your leadership skills like the rest of us. I would like to present to you your official Phi Theta Kappa Certificate of Membership. As you can see, I turned to the last page. I now ask that all guests be seated while the Phi Theta Kappans exit down the middle aisle and meet in the rear of the room for a group photo with our dignitaries. I also ask that our officers head to the back of the room for a couple of group pictures. We will also allow family members, once our dedicated photographer takes photos. Oh, I see Mr. Harold's here. Okay. Well, we'll catch him. Is Cassandra Beverly here too? Okay, you two, you got to come up. Two minutes. 2 minutes. Come on, folks. Come on down. While they're walking up here, I'd like to introduce Miss Cassandra Beverly. She was past president, and she will fill you in on her accomplishments with Phi Theta Kappa and beyond. And then Mr. Harold Woodard, past president as well.
Okay. Okay. I'm supposed to make this quick, so that's right where I want to go with it. My name is Cassandra Beverly. I was the president in 2010 and 11, I believe. Yes. I graduated from Merritt College in 2010. I was the USA Today, all USA Today, I'm sorry, academic champion. Merritt College did so much for me, gave me so many scholarships. Sometimes I forget the names of the ones that I've won. I am now a student at USF. I completed my bachelor's degree at USF, where I also graduated as a valedictorian. And I am now in my last year of my master's degree, also at USF. So.
Hey, you guys, how y'all doing? I was the president after Cassandra, and she paved the way for a lot of us. And I don't come from an education background. I didn't graduate high school. So coming here in 2009 was like my first time coming to any type of school atmosphere since the 10th grade, when I got kicked out of Fremont High. And Barbara did so much for us, like as far as nurturing and trying to get us to where we need to be academically in order to compete once we graduate and go to the four-year college. And now I'm going to graduate in 2 more quarters from the nursing program at Cal State Hayward. And I really feel like that Barbara and Phi Theta Kappa gave me the confidence to be able to take on that challenge and accomplish so much, because coming from Oakland and not getting a high school diploma, it kind of makes you feel like you can't do it. Like I said, I can't come to this level and I can't be successful. But she always told me, yes, you can and you will. And thank you for that, Barbara.